We began the development of our own law draft, and now I will present it to you, the main principles which it includes. I will have the presentation in English. It has been developed for the conference for our foreign colleagues. So I will speak English if you don't mind.
Let's switch to English and I will present our concept in my short presentation. Okay, first of all, how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, what is the background of introduction of mandatory accumulated pension system? As Roman mentioned, we have a very difficult situation with pension fund Ukraine. We have a huge deficit that is around 45%. That is the amount for previous year. We have around 12 million pensioners in Ukraine, and the replacement rate currently it's around 35%. We also have a third pillar, but the amount is small here. It's pension assets. It's around 2.5 billion hryvnias. It's in euros. It's 78 million euros, and we have only 840,000 of participants. So we see that this situation is not suitable for Ukraine, and we need to improve the mandatory accumulation pension system. After this, we have made the overall assessment with IOPS principles, and we realize that we are doing according to principles only with one. It's objectives. Our objectives is clear, and the rest is not. And we have a huge problem with resources, with powers, with risk orientation, with proportionality and sustainability. And we need to do, before we'll improve the system, we need to do the homework with this. So as a result, we have the following. We need to consolidate the supervision and control of the pension service providers in NNSMC. We need to increase the institutional capacity of regulator. And finally, we need to introduce the mandatory funded pension system. What is the basic frame of the Pillar 2 system? We propose a centralized model. In the center, we have accumulated fund, and around we have the service providers. And what is the main functionality? We have the supervisory board. And the main functions, consideration of reports from asset management companies, custodian banks. Then analysis of portfolio results and benchmarking. Then approval of accounting policy of accumulated fund and providing general control of the system. Administrative office will do the daily analysis of effectiveness for invested funds. Made the accounting, made the NAV calculation, calculation of pension units value, and the daily control and allocation of expenses between pension portfolios. Pension fund in Ukraine would be a front office for the Pillar 2 system. Would be provided the personalized accounting. Would plan of pension payments, providing pension payments, and daily calculation of the quantity of pension units. Okay. The law that was prepared by the Commission is about comprehensive system requirements. It's very complex. And what we are talking about in this law is we improve the additional requirements for service providers, for core functions, for risk management, for compliance, for internal audit, internal control. We improve the three types of portfolios. It's conservative, balanced, dynamic, and for different type of pensioners, they can choose different types. And we strictly limit the cost of the system. At the level on 0.5% of NAV is for asset management, for the administrative functions, for the custody services, for everything. And only separately we have 0.1% for the administrative office cost. Separately, we propose the same limitations as we have in another law. It is 3.5% if anybody chooses the not the accumulative fund, but he would like to be in the non-government pension fund. And as we understand, it's not all of the people will choose the pension portfolio in this system, and we think it will be 2% or 5% only. So the biggest part of citizens should choose will not choose the portfolio. That's why we propose automatic distribution such persons between the portfolios. Okay, and what is about our goals? We need to propose the relevant replacement ratio, and our calculation shows the following: that's if we'll have the performance at the level of 2% per annum, and after 2025 it's 1.5%, would have the following: that's if the contribution would be 7%, we'll receive the replacement rate 10% for men and 73% for women. And if it's 10%, it would be 13 and 9 and 9 and 8 for women. And only if we have 15% contributions, we will reach the goal, even we'll have the replacement rate at the level of 20% and only for men. For women, it would be 14. What about rate of contributions? We proposed the initial rate should be 2%, and then we start to increase it. Increase on 1% annually, but only if the average wage will increase more than 5%. And maximum level of rate we propose 15%. And only in this situation we think we understand that we'll have the human-rated system that's connected to welfare of Ukrainians. Okay, so this graphic demonstrates what would be the difference if we will have different kind of fees in the fund. We take that maturity years, it's 30, and net performance 1.5, monthly contribution 1,000, and fund fees is 0.5% that we proposed in our law. And another alternative variant is it's 3.5% that we have in another law proposed by parliaments. So and you see that on the graphic that the difference are huge. That average cost, if we have 0.5% of fees, it generally it would be 7 and 60%. And if you have 7.5, it's 40%. 40% people will pay for the service providers. Would you like to have such system? I think the answer is clear. So, as a result, we think that we will propose a win-win system for everybody who will be involved in this system. First of all, for citizens, we would have a convenient and understandable system created in the interest of citizens, but not for intermediaries. We'll have a single window for providing services. We'll have the elimination of corruption risks for employers. Employers will not choose a pension portfolio or service providers for the employees. High quality of service for active members. Increase the personal savings and increase of replacement rate. For the government, we'll have a full reformed three pillars pension system, improvement of citizen pensions, and attract large-scale long-term investment. Lowering the interest rate as a result, optimization of expenses of state for maintain this system, and possibility to use the existing infrastructure of personality accounting of citizens, and strong regulator on the stock market. Thank you very much. That's all about